Come on, baby. It's you and me. We were meant to be. Oh, come on in here. Oh,
turn the lights down, man. Get the lights off. Let's go. Yeah.
See, yeah, you ready for it. Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on.
You got something going on.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
It's popping, man. How y'all doing?
Hey, we're back.
Yes. We are here. I hope everybody had a good week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Football was great this past weekend, but we ain't gonna talk. We ain't here for that.
My team didn't play this
It's
weekend.
on another platform. Check out the KC the Queens podcast. Catch it on Bean Pod. KC the Queens podcast. What we talking about though?
I don't know.
Stop playing.
Friends.
How many of us have them? Talking about friends in a relationship. So, are you cool with your spouse having an ex-girlfriend, boyfriend as a friend?
Or having opposite sex friends.
Opposite sex friends. Smash partner friends.
Former, let's clarify.
Smash
Former
partner friends, whatever. Are y'all cool with it? How do you handle it? Do you have a conversation about it, or do you just assume it's all good, or assume they won't think it's all good and just let it go, or sneak have a relationship? How we handling that thing?
Right.
So
Right.
that happens a lot in relationships. And that's something that has to be clarified, I think, in the beginning, because that's when it's probably the most prevalent when you first start the relationship. Because like, who this nigga Anthony, man? All this, you know what I mean?
I think there's a fine line that you have to walk in this, because there's nothing that says I have to tell you or reveal to you everything and everybody that I associated with prior to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think out of courtesy, we extend that information and we allow that to be a platform for our future. We'll talk about the ex, and then we're like, well, this is what they did. I don't want to make those same mistakes. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you do talk about it, but how much do you divulge? Mm-hmm. How much do you say, oh yeah, I used to smash her, and by the way, smash meaning you used to have relations, for those that don't know, not a term I would normally use, but being with him, yes. So someone you were with intimately. I'm not going around, I wouldn't feel comfortable going around, and if someone was introduced to me and I said, this is my, friend, and oh, by the way, we used to be intimate. That's just gonna make things weird. So you wouldn't
feel comfortable. And what do you mean? You wouldn't?
Because we've moved on. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's nothing back there. I'm with somebody else. They're probably with somebody else. Even if they're not, we have moved away. So what point would it be to say, this is who I used to, whatever with?
All right, so
in my opinion,
that's the right. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Some people, me included, don't want to be. If I'm in the room, we in the room. Let's say we all got a table together. We sitting across from each other. You used to smash this dude. You know what I mean? I would like to know that. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem knowing that. I don't have a problem with it. It happened in the past, but I need to know that.
So what? I mean? So knowing that this person across from me was a person I was intimate with, what does that do between your relationship with that person?
So it gives you the opportunity to recognize some behaviors. Because if it was just a regular relationship, y'all was cool, then the communication and the behaviors are different. If y'all smashed, you gotta look for certain things. Let's keep it about. You gotta look for certain things, certain behaviors, certain keywords. You know what I mean? There's certain things that you know, and the front, like, if y'all wasn't cool, if the relationship was purely smash, y'all wasn't cool, y'all wasn't friends, y'all were kicking it to smash. It's not like y'all was friends.
Right, so that's even more of a reason why I'm not gonna say something.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not a friend. If this person is still around in your circle, still around in any capacity, there's a reason. Like, why? Y'all don't have no ties. Y'all wasn't cool. Y'all didn't share anything other than the smashing part.
Because you're cool. You are maybe your friends.
No,
but you
I'm
didn't
saying
take
you're
it
not.
to a relation. Okay, so you're
I'm
saying
you're
this
not.
person
You was just
you're
smashing.
not friends. You just smashing. At that point,
So
I don't feel like what I don't know. Maybe there would be uncomfortableness between you and him. You'd be looking and side eyeing him. And then what? He'd try to approach you and have a conversation with you.
Well, it's not. So when I think about that, it has nothing to do with him. He's, especially for men, he's a man. He don't give a fuck. He don't. Excuse me. Well, no, he don't give a fuck about me. I don't care about him. You know what I mean? He don't care. So, the question is your spouse. Like, the question is the female. Like, why is it imperative for him to be around? There was no type of
there was
relationship.
Because there was nothing.
So why does he need to be here?
There's not a need. There's maybe they reconnected and he was like, hey, I got a girl, let's hang out or whatever. We're like, cool. There's no connection. There's no intimate connection that was established. So there's nothing for them to make googly eyes about or make inappropriate comments about because we both moved on separately.
Right. So there's no reason for the nigger to be around. Like, why does he even need to be here? Like, there's no reason. I don't get why he needs to even be in the picture. Like, I don't have kids. There's nothing.
Okay.
Y'all was just smashing. So let's talk about the obvious one, the ex-boyfriend. You were in a relationship with a girl, a boy, a man, a woman. You were in a relationship for whatever number of times. Y'all was cool. Y'all just broke up and y'all was cool. You know what I mean? There was no foul things going on, no wrongdoing going on. Y'all was cool. Y'all remain. Y'all have communication, and y'all both move on. Is that cool?
I say yes. There needs to be a level of respect on the other person's end, and there needs to be transparent between the relationship that you're in. So you can tell this person, I mean, at some point it can come to where, let's go through your Facebook page or your Instagram page and tell me who each one of these people are. And
wow, that's gonna be a lot. That'd be a lot of people.
So if you did that and you recognize this was an ex, okay, be open to give some information. I don't, learning from my own past, I don't believe that there should be, like, the whole story should be divulged. I think that you should just say, yeah, this was a person I dated. Maybe why we didn't work, or we did work, there was nothing wrong with it. We're cool now. We've both moved on. This person is, if you reached out to them, would be very respectful of you and knows who you are. Because that's another thing. If they don't even know who you are, like, she never mentioned
that's impossible.
Probably.
Because every social media outlet states
right. So if you're not, he's following me and he's not acknowledging you as being a part of my life, then there's a problem there, and that probably should be somebody I shouldn't be friends with.
So the divulging information or lack of information. See, that to me, that comes back to haunt, because if something comes up with that person and you didn't say, we was married at one point. Like, you know what I mean? That, I think I don't see a reason why information, if you're with a person, you're married to a person, if you're just going out with a person dating, okay, you know what I mean? There's not that much information. But if you're married to a person, you with a person and you're still holding back some things, to me, that's an issue. So we'll get this out. Leeisha doesn't seem to have a problem with any of it. So
there is a fine line. I do have a problem, but because I've been on the opposite end of that, to where I've lost good male friends because of new relationships, it was very hurtful for me, because I've always grown up a tomboy, and I never had lots of friends, and that a lot of times I connected with men or boys at that time a lot easier than I do girls and, women. So in my adult life, when I had come across some very good people, I had to, in his words, dead them, or I had to stop talking to them because of the people that I was with in my current relationships. So it was.
Talking about me.
I'm not talking about
It's
him.
before me.
Before him. So it was very, and I struggled with that. Like, this person has no interest in hurting what I have. Like, they care about me enough to respect whoever I'm with and my relationship. So it was hard for me to understand, like, I'm just friends. We're just friends. But I believe you can be friends. I believe that there is a certain level, like I said, a certain level of information that needs to be given. There needs to definitely be transparency. I would not want to be in a room with someone and they just blurt out to me, oh yeah, I used to date such and such. And I'd be like, oh, well, you never told me that. So I get that point. But as far as the, saying that men and women can't be friends, I don't think that's true. I just think that there needs to be a lot of communication about it.
All right. So friends, having just your spouse having opposite sex friends. You've known this person for a while before you came along. That's your homegirl. You kick it with her, your homeboy. You go to their crib and kick it. You go out and kick it. That's your guy, your homegirl. Is there an issue with that? When does it become an issue? If it becomes an issue, what if you find out that person likes you? Later on.
Yeah.
Is that an issue? Does that become an issue?
I definitely think that there needs to be a transition of the friendship. Once one person develops a relationship, there needs to be some more boundaries or guidelines, because if it was me on the other end, I don't think I would want my boyfriend hanging out with his female friend who just comes over and chills all night. What about if I want to come over and hang out? So the relationship starts to transition to where you need to be focused on me, not so much on her.
Okay, we ain't hanging out that night.
Are we cool? Okay, so you're splitting between two people. I need to know. I probably need to meet her. There definitely have to be an introduction.
Do y'all need to be cool? Do you have to be feeling her? Like, do you have to be feeling her? Is it?
I don't think you can ever feel. I don't think you can ever feel like you're okay. Like, unless
what if y'all bond? What if there's a bond that goes on? You meet her, she cool with you, she make you feel sisterly.
Yeah. I don't. If that happens, I think that's great. I think now, even when you have an ex that's in the picture because of kids, there has to be, or there should be, a level of friendship, per se, a relationship to where you're able to talk, you're able to communicate with this person if your spouse is not in the room. There just has to be a level of communication and respect. And I think that meeting should take place so that they can talk and she can kind of get a feel, like you said, get a feel, Because I don't know that any woman doesn't have in the back of their mind, or any dude won't have in the back of his mind, like this, he looking at her, or is she running around with shorts on? Is he thinking this, or whatever? I don't know that that's not going to happen. So
the dynamic does change. The dynamic changes when the other person is single or married or in a relationship.
Yes, it should change. If you're a respectable person, you're not going to want that for them. You're not going to want to be that person. And yes, your friendship is important, but their relationship takes precedence at this time.
What I'm saying, when the ex or the friend is in a relationship of their own, do you feel better about it? Because they're in a relationship of their own. They got their own man. They got their own girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't have a problem with it anyways, but I feel like, yes, it still should be a transition of, if I'm still single, I wouldn't want the same thing done to me. So if they've moved on and they were in a relationship, hey, let's meet her or let's meet him. I want to
double dates.
Yeah, I want to get to know, because y'all could be cool, really. I mean, it happens. It's happened to where even divorced couples, they go on to be good friends with the other spouses and their, new spouses. So I believe it
definitely
can happen.
has to be that way if there are kids involved or what have you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, a healthy relationship. That's all. Healthy and respectable relationship. That should be the goal of everybody involved. And if that's not the goal or the intention, then that person, the friend or the relationship, needs to dissolve. Friendship.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you can definitely look at the ex-friend or the friend, and you can tell, and the person in the relationship has to demand a certain type of respect from the friend, or let the friend know, I'm in this relationship now. We can kick it, but you gotta be, meet my lady or whatever. Y'all can talk or whatever, but there definitely has to be respect, like you said, on all levels.
Yes.
So any relationship, even if you cool with an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, if you cool with an ex-smash buddy, right? Or if you cool with just an old friend, there has to be a relationship. And I don't think anybody should just dismiss it, because a person will hear, that's my ex, and it's a wrap automatically. You don't even think about it, and you don't even discuss it. And that's a good way to get your lady or your dude creeping around. You know what I mean? Because they just may be cool. Like, I've been cool with this person for 20 plus years, and you telling me I can't be cool with this person no more? So that, that may be a little sneak around. You know what I mean? Definitely having a little circle, man, is cool. And, just be respectful and transparent. That's the bottom line with it. And y'all can figure it out. It's a communication thing. Definitely have a talk about it. And don't be so, I know more on as you can see, probably more on the fellas side, will be quick to dismiss that. I know some of my guys are sitting there like, nah, fuck, nigga, no friends. I do have a problem with new friends, like no new friends. We should have discussed that too, but new friends, nigga, nah. But, you know what I mean? New friends.
What? We can't have new friends?
Of the opposite sex. They ain't no new, nigga, if they don't know you by now, nigga, of the opposite.
Okay,
for what?
So, example, we moved across the country. How would he know me if I've been over here and I just moved here and
all right, so if you're in the 30s and 40s, whatever, and you're a man and you're single, even if you have a situation, a girlfriend, a wife, and you meet an attractive woman, you're not trying to be friends. It's not just a friend relationship. I'm sorry. It's not just a friend relationship. I'm sorry. I understand your we are the world type thinking. You know what I mean?
Everyone is innocent until proven guilty.
You're
okay? I give people the benefit of the doubt, and if they come at me wrong, then yes, it will be shut down.
Let's go to lunch and talk about. Yeah, Okay. Yeah. Come on, son. Stop it. Come on. We know what's going on. So don't cover your face. I want them to see the shame on your face. Don't cover your face.
No.
Don't cover your face. I want them to see you turn red. Like, stop. Let's keep it a buck, man. Comment if you know.
Either way.
Comment.
Either way.
You know
I may be a lone wolf on this one, and I'm okay with that because I have some very healthy, respectful relationships in my life, and I would not want to dismiss any of those people because they've done nothing wrong. And I feel like if those people can behave themselves, other people can behave themselves on his side or in another relationship. So I can't say that it's a no or I'm not feeling it, I'm not rocking with it, because I've had, for the most part, positive experiences with exes and friends. But, you know.
And social media also is a good thing to me in that aspect because it allows you to communicate from a distance. You know what I mean? It allows you to say what's up. Yeah. That's a good way to keep things cordial. You know what I mean? You can say what's up, what's good. Of course, somebody can slide in your DM or whatever, but, you know.
Even then, if it's hey, I hope you are doing well. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's nothing that goes below that surface. I still feel like it's okay.
No, it's cool, definitely. You know what I mean? But, you know, when it's, you know, one of your ex-boyfriend hits you and be like, yeah, you know, we used to call her Old Cola. You remember Old Cola? You know what I mean? Then we gotta, come on, son. We got an issue. You know, we talking about old, when you reminiscing and all of that, yo. You remember when we used to play, you know, Tony, and sit under the waterfall and, you know, all that.
What's wrong with rehashing a memory?
You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You know. So, you know, it's just different scenarios. But, you know. So talk about that with your spouse. Talk about that. For real. Don't just dismiss it. Just talk about it. And
it's definitely something that you have to make a decision on because it's going to keep coming up.
It's going to keep coming up.
Like he said, something will come up, a picture will be posted, or, you know, they happen to be up on your Facebook or your Instagram or whatever social media site you use, and, you know, who's this? Where they
everybody on there.
Then you have to plead your case, and it's to somebody like me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's such and such, and then he's gonna be like, well, why you ain't say nothing? Why should I have to? Like, that was back then. You know, that might have been 2-3, you know, people ago. They have nothing to do with what we're doing now. But to be able to avoid those type of situations, just go ahead and...
It's going to come up.
Yeah, put it out.
Stuff from the past seems to always trickle in.
You
hear that sound?
Innocent.
It always trickles in.
All right, so.
That's a trickle sound. All right, man. Thank you. We good. Thank you for another video. Some more viewings. You know, please remember to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you can get this content, man. We coming. We every week in it now, man. We back. We probably gonna drop something midweek too. She had an idea about something, so you know.
Also,
I got some ideas too.
You can follow us on Instagram, Joe_and_Leeisha. We add comments, pictures, photos, quizzes. You know, like to have a good time.
No doubt.
You know, hit us up.
Comment, like, unlike, whatever, dislike. You know, whatever. You know, just comment. Let's engage.
It's odd that we've not gotten any negative feedback. We've not gotten anyone that has said, you know, I didn't really care for this video. Let us know, like, the kind of things that you're feeling. Or I had a conversation, we totally disagree. Okay, let's talk about it. Why? Why are we disagreeing? Because we aren't, like I said, doctors, therapists, or anything like that. We just dealing with stuff that we've been through, and we want to just open up that dialogue with you guys so y'all can do the same.
No doubt. All right, man. Thank you.